Hello. For you living in Dubai or not, you would regularly like to know more about some areas, localities, and projects. What I will be running you through within this series is master plans, projects in master plans, prices per square foot, ticket sizes, and expected returns. What we hope to achieve is getting you more informed about the right choices to take and to give you more details and information about areas so that you can choose which area mainly is suitable for you. We will at the same time run through the projects in that area as well as what differentiates an area from another. What we'll be going through is on Property ePortal. Property ePortal is your Dubai reference portal. And if you scroll down on Property ePortal, you'll see something called location. If you press on location, you will find a small guide here that tells you how exactly to use this, but I will tell you that today. You just press on your left-hand side. Here you can see all the areas in Dubai. You choose an area and you will see immediately it marked on the map of Dubai as an area. You can simply, through the labels over here, select labels and see all the labels, which I will turn off now for easier view for you. I'll grow my screen bigger in full screen and I'll go through the Palm Jumeirah today. Palm Jumeirah is central to the rest of Dubai. So it's an escape in a city where it's near to everything approximately in New Dubai. It takes you approximately 10 to 15 minutes to get to most places in Dubai, including downtown, Business Bay, the Dubai Marina, JLT, Jebel Ali Free Zone, and then we reach Dubai International Airport and Al Maktoum International Airport in approximately 20 to 25 minutes, depending on the traffic. I'll go through the Palm now and tell you how to get to the Palm from Sheikh Zayed Road. It's pretty easy to get to the Palm from Sheikh Zayed Road, and I will run you through the parts of the Palm and the projects in the Palm. The Palm consists of a trunk, fronds, and a crescent. The Palm trunk consists of projects like Shoreline, and here I will activate the labels again for you to be able to see what I'm talking about. You'll see Shoreline Residences, Palmer Residences, and Azur Residences, as well as Tiara at the end. So Azur Residences starting from here, Shoreline Residences, which are the two sets of buildings, two lines of buildings, which are a total of 20 on the right and left-hand side of the right side of the trunk. The Palmer Residences, which is townhouses within the shoreline or within the between the strip that consists the shoreline, and on the end of it you can see Club Vista Mary and Tiara Residences. At the end of the trunk here, the crown, we have Marina Residences, which are properties that do not have a beachfront but have a marina frontage. We go back and we go to the other side. The other side consists of the Golden Mile, which is 10 buildings, and now it's 11 with Golden Mile 3. Facing the park from the inside, facing the hotels and the garden and the road from the other side. At the end of the park, which is Al Tihad Park, that is in the middle of the park of the Palm trunk over here, you will have a park that's connected to a mall, which is the Nakhil Mall. Remember, there's a monorail, and it's called monorail because it runs on one rail that starts in the beginning of the Palm and runs to Atlantis at the end of the Crescent, or at the beginning of the Crescent, rather. On the other side, on the left-hand side of the Palm, you have the one by Umniyat, you have 5 Palm Jumeirah, you have several hotels beside it, including a Hilton, and then you have projects like Soho, Soho is a family project, very decent quality, modern style, and sits directly beside the Fairmont or adjacent to the Fairmont. Fairmont Residences, or the Fairmont Hotel, and the North and South Residences also are apartments built by the same developer that built the Golden Mile or part of the Golden Mile. The Golden Mile was built by Souk Residences, FZCO. And Souk Residences was a joint venture between Istithmar and IFA Hotels and Resorts, currently owned fully by Nakhil. On the other hand, Fairmont Residences has built by IFA Hotels and Resorts, and the hotel sits in between, and around it is the north. This is the hotel, and the north and the south residences. Beside it, you can find Oceana Residences, the Duke's Hotel over here. It's very important to understand that the shoreline on the right-hand side do have some of the best beach strip in town, although it's old buildings, so you may need or you may want to upgrade your property after you own it, transform it. Here you can call stageanyhome.com, which is one of our companies, and I'm sure you get a great service. On the other hand, Fairmont Residences here, as well as the 5 that used to be Viceroy and the One Palm, do have a great beach strip alongside all the hotels that do have so. And One Palm Jumeirah probably is the most, not probably, is definitely the most unique and luxurious project on the trunk of the Palm, and one can argue is one of the top 10 in Dubai. This is the trunk of the Palm. The trunk of the Palm consists of great value because of its proximity to Sheikh Zayed Road, thus everywhere else. At the same time, because it does have a variety, it offers you a variety of properties, and the variety of properties also show you a variety of prices per square foot, ticket sizes, and returns. You can start by a 3% return and go up to probably a 6 to 7% return in some of the locations, while the ticket prices start at something like 600,000 to 700,000 dirhams and go up to probably 120, 130 million, maybe the biggest penthouse on top of Fairmont, which was being sold for an unannounced amount, a giant amount in 2008, and it didn't happen. The marina at the end of the trunk is cannot berth super yachts, but definitely can berth your yacht, and has probably ample space there, the opposite of other marinas in Dubai and in UAE. Something that you may want to know as well is that there is a project here that we may have missed, which is 7 Residences. It's a project by the same developer of Dukes and Oceana, 7 Tides, who also have developed an Antara. Now we reach the Crescent and we run through that. Now, while going through that, we end with the fronts, and the fronts regularly host garden homes and signature villas. Garden homes are the smaller type of properties. Signature villas are the bigger type of properties. Currently, garden homes run between 6 million and up to whatever number you could be pleased with, depending on the quality and the fitting. Some of them have been upgraded, some of them haven't. You can see some custom-built villas, especially on front, like front end, as well as on the tips of the fronts. It's very important to note that not all villas are alike, and some of the best properties in town are villas located on the fronts of Palm Jumeirah with spectacular views, amazing quality fit out, and the great designer finishes and furniture. Remember, guys, that the Palm properties in general have spectacular views because they look back at the city in some cases. So in some cases, specifically on some of the fronts, you can see the skyline of Dubai Marina. And if you haven't seen the skyline of Dubai Marina at night, and the rest of the city probably as well, the Burj Al Arab side and the downtown side and Burj Khalifa side, then there's something that's missing in your life. I believe it's one of the best skylines you can see and the best views you can have from at night in Dubai. At the same time, if we finish the fronts that are over here, we reach the point, which is a retail F&B mainly F&B denominated concept, and you can find over there restaurants, high-end restaurants and fine dining restaurants, as well as casual dining restaurants, and it hosts some of the best restaurants in town. For example, Lebanese restaurants like Al Safadi there with great location and pretty good view. In front of it, there is a fountain being finalized, which will have also or add to the beauty of the whole place. We finished with the Crescent, and the Crescent is a huge development, or hosts many developments, starting by One Palm and running through Karat, running through Zabil Sarai, which is an amazing property as well, running to through W, Kempinski, the 8, Balkis Residence, and to the other side with Anantara there, Anantara, Royal Amouage. Many of the properties that you would have probably visited or wanted to visit, similar to World of Australia, Sofitel Hotel, are there on that side of the Crescent. The best thing on Property ePortal is that at any moment of time, you press on the map and on the area that you were on, you will be able to be taken to that area and to see all the properties and the projects in that area. So if I select Palm Jumeirah and I go to the, probably I haven't selected Palm Jumeirah here, now I did, and press the map, you can see all the projects, and on every project you can see the quality of the project, you can see more details about the property itself, you can see more details about the layouts, floor plans, you can download the brochure and see much more on there. This is in general the Palm Jumeirah, and we've done a very brief, fast overview of Palm Jumeirah. I hope I didn't do what I usually do, which is throw so much detail on to a limit that it stops being understandable, or it becomes so complex for people to follow. But I hope you can watch it twice and then you can follow. As I said, the variety of diversity of property ticket prices, as well as of returns on Palm Jumeirah, makes it a perfect location to understand, study, and invest, because I don't advise you to invest in any location where you don't really understand. The best investors can take of a place is when they understand it. If you notice that some of the best investors that make so much money on a property, on anything, invest in one thing and continue investing in it. So there's some people who have been investing with us on Palm Jumeirah for the last 10, 15 years, and they continue to do so. And they continue to do so successfully because they understand the place as much as us. Some of them, I would argue, may understand the place now more than us because they're living there day and night, and some of them are retirees, so they live through it, and they live through every detail of whatever every resident is living. Now, again, prices over there currently are between, I could say, 700 dirhams a square foot, although that's rare, reaching 6,000 to 7,000 dirhams a square foot, with Royal Atlantis and the One Palm probably holding the highest ticket price today. Ticket price and price per square foot at the same time. Remember, property is not sold per square foot. What matters to you is exposure to light, layout, and all the other details that are important because it's a home. If you're an investor, remember, even if you're not living in it, it's a home to someone else. So it's not housing you and your family, it's housing somebody else and his family, and they'll appreciate it and pay more for rental on it, as well as when somebody wants to buy it off you, will appreciate and pay more for the purchase price of it or the sale price of it, just because it has all of those details, a distribution of details. So understand the area, understand the region. We'll be running through all other regions in Dubai. We started with the Palm, it's dearest to our hearts. And if you have any further questions or any specific knowledge you would like to get about a project or a building, feel free to either go through propertyeportal.com or communicate with one of our agencies, with one of our brokerages, to Arms and McGregor International Realty, and you will get all the details you may need. For now, ciao, enjoy your day, and see you soon.